Good morning, every trader. I am Ahmed Fuad with you, presenting the weekly Forex analysis for the week beginning from 25 September to 29 September 2017. This is my data, this is my Telegram channel, my website, my YouTube channel, and you will find the links below the YouTube video in the first comment. I I hope you share the video. I hope you join my Telegram channel. I succeed in predicting the Canadian inflation. I told you on my Telegram channel here 9 minutes 9 minutes before the news release by USCD and in my channel you will find the video explaining how I predict that the Canadian inflation and the Canadian retail sales will be negative. I hope the followers earn and take profit and catch bips. Let's start with the weekly economic calendar. First, we have for NZD negative news because the National Party win with a majority, but this majority will not make him able to confirm the government. He must, the National Party will not be able alone to confirm the government. He didn't get enough shares. It must cooperate with the other parties to make the government. This was negative for New Zealand. And you will see that the New Zealand dollar begins this week with gap for below. And I will explain in the analytical video, in the analytical analysis, technical analysis, how the close of the index of the New Zealand dollar was showing us that the New Zealand dollar will go down. Stop buying the New Zealand dollar. I will explain. Merkel win, the euro will be strong. Despite the euro start this week with gap for below, but Merkel win, don't sell the euro. Today we have Mario Draghi speaks. We have Kuruda speaks, but Kuruda tell what he want to tell in the last Thursday. He speak last Thursday. Don't expect too much from Kuruda. Draghi, we have Draghi testify to the European Parliament economic. At this time, if you find a chance to buy the euro, buy the euro. The euro will be strong at this time while Draghi speak. We have Merkel win. On Tuesday, we have consumer confidence and Yellen speaks, but she told us what she want last Wednesday. We have durable goods order and the weekly crude oil. Stephen Bowles speaks. Here, very important news, but it is not expected to have change. It expected to remain the same. Followed by the statement. Here is the New Zealand official cash rate, 1.75%. Kuruda speaks again. Mark Carney speaks. Here the most important news, the final GDP. You remember at July, 28 July, we have positive advanced GDP. Forget about the hurricane. This GDP belong about for April and May and June. Forget the hurricane. This GDP about the last quarter. It became positive. It was positive in July. Advanced GDP was positive in July, and the prelim GDP was positive at 28 August, or the last days of August. We have at Friday morning, we have the final GDP of UK, and at the evening we have the GDP Canadian, and drug speaks again, and the market. So the most important thing in the economic calendar that we have three GDP news release: American GDP, final GDP, and final British GDP, and Canadian GDP. Three GDP news, plus there will be very violent move in the evening, on the morning of Thursday, because of official cash rate. There will be very violent move on New Zealand dollar at this time. Let's move to technical analysis. Let's start with the euro index and the dollar index. This is the dollar index. You see, this is a very bullish candle of the FOMC meeting. This is the candle while Janet Yellen at press conference. Very positive. Buy USD. Forget any order about selling USD. Just buy. When you find the federal wants the USD now strong. Here, this is reversal, but it respects the body of this candle. Didn't break, it didn't close below it. The price move up again. This is the last candle of the week. It closed above the 50% of this body. So the market, even in the weekly close respects the body of this candle. Also, for euro index, we'll find here, this is the Tanakan of the Ishimoku Kenko High. This is the weekly candle touch the Tanakan. The Tanakan, this is the weekly Tanakan, is very strong. So this week we have Angela Merkel win, and also in the technical analysis we have the euro index touching the Tanakan, the weekly Tanakan. So don't sell the euro. Wait, if, and I didn't think that the euro index will close this week below the Tanakan. If it closes below the Tanakan, start to think in selling the euro. But now we are above the Tanakan, so don't sell the euro. If you find a chance to buy the euro, you tell me this dollar is strong, and don't sell the euro. So buy the euro against other currencies than the dollar. Buy the euro against NZD. Buy the euro against Canadian. Buy the euro against pound. Whatever. But don't sell the euro. I told you in the beginning that the weekly close told us that the New Zealand dollar will stop moving up and it will go down. I will show you how. Let's draw this weekly trend. You remember this candle? This was 23 August 2015. You remember this day? It was a black day, one of the biggest black day. You see, this is the weekly close. Now we will magnify the chart. The price was moving above this trend. Okay, but at 20 August it breaks the trend. The price moved below this trend, and when it start to reverse and start to move upward, even before the news release that the national part will not be able to make the government alone, which was negative, the chart tell us, the New Zealand dollar index tell us that the New Zealand dollar will go down. It failed to close above this trend that was broken at 20 August. The weekly candle failed to close above it, which was a negative sign. And you see, now the price moved below this weekly trend. We leave the New Zealand dollar index, move to the pound. You see here the pound reached to resistance area, this shooting star candle for the week of the 7th of May. You see this candle, this is the resistance area. For let's talk about the Swiss franc. Now the Swiss franc is 2.0028. I recommend you to buy the Swiss franc if it reach this level 1.9966. This is a strong support area. You see here this week candle, this weekly candle, it touch it and go up. Before it touch it, didn't close below it, close above it. You see, strong hammer. So this is very strong level. If you look to this chart, if you making any sell for the Swiss franc, when the price of the CHF LFX reach 1.9966, take your profit and reverse your order to buy the Swiss franc. For the Canadian LFX, despite this is a shooting star, you see this is the daily Kijin. This is very strong level and the market respect it. You see it touch it and the reverse. You see this is 22 despite of bad inflation and retail sales, but the market stop, the Canadian index stop falling before touching it and close far from it. You see Canadian index now not for sale until it close below the daily Kijin. Let's see the Japanese index. Japanese index, you see this very strong. This is the weekly moving average 200 at 57.93. Now the price is 57.72. We are 21 bips away from it. You see the last week top was 57.88. Few pips below, few pips before touching the moving average weekly, the price stop and start. You see this is the last day, this is Friday. You see this is the top of the last week is the top of Thursday. The price before touching the moving average weekly start to go down. This week we will see. I don't think that we will close above it. I think the market will respect it. You should watch this chart, LFX GBY, the weekly chart, and see what will the market will do when it touch or when it come close to this level 57.93. And I also make an order sell limit in euro versus Japanese yen at 135.12. When the price reach at EUR GBY 135.12, sell EUR GBY. This is the Australian dollar index, a positive close, and I will show you a guide to trade the Australian dollar index in the last minute of this analysis. I talked about the indexes. Let's talk about the pairs. NZD USD. Let's draw the Fibonacci retracement here from this top to this bottom. You see here is the 61.8% at 0.7394. You see this is 20, this is the last Thursday. It failed to close above this. This is the golden area, 61.8%. It failed to close above it. The daily candle closed above the 50%. The day after it was reversed to close below. This is the last Friday. It failed to close above the 50%. This is very negative. This is very negative. So I sell the NZD USD. Let's see. Let's see NZD CHF. Let's draw Fibonacci. You see, this is Wednesday. It closed above 61.8%. Thursday reversal day, close below. Friday it failed to close above the 61.8%. So sell NZDCHF. This is its failure to close above 61.8%. This is a signal for us to sell NZDCHF. Let's move to NZDGBY. This is the strongest chances this week to sell NZD against USD, sell NZD against CHF, sell NZD against GBY. Let's draw the moving average. Simple. 200 on weekly time frame. You see, this is the weekly close. Fail to close above it. The market respects this level. So this shooting star above it, then go below it, above it for what? For 4 weeks. Didn't go for. Then close below it. This time it failed to close above it. From the first time it closed below it. So sell NZDGBY. This is one of the strong chances this week. Sell NZD against Canadian dollar. Sell NZD against Australian dollar, or buy AUD NZD. But I don't have time to explain buying AUD NZD or selling NZD CAD. Let's move to another charts. Here we continue to the strong chances this week. XBD USD. You see, this is the weekly candle. This is the weekly Tanakan. For 2 consecutive weeks, the price failed to close below the weekly Tanakan. The market respects the weekly Tanakan. Buy XBD USD. If you have Palladium chart in your MetaTrader, buy it now. Also, the silver. You see, this is the weekly candle. Now the price at the weekly Kijin. The market respects this level too much. Buy XAG USD if you have this chart at your MetaTrader. Here is the copper chart. Here is one of the secrets of the Forex to trade the Australian dollar. If you wanted to trade the Australian dollar, you must watch this chart. It is the copper chart. Australia export copper. Australia, one of the biggest copper exporters at the world. You see this hammer? Buy copper. If you have this chart at your MetaTrader, buy. And don't sell AUD. Watch this chart and work and connect between this chart and AUD USD. If you find a chance to buy AUD USD, buy AUD USD. I hope you win from and take profit from the chances from selling NZD against USD. Sell NZD GBY, sell NZD CAD, buy AUD NZD, sell NZD CHF. I hope you succeed. Buy XBD USD, buy XAG USD, buy cover. And if there is any chances, I will tell it in my Telegram channel. I don't have time every day to make a video. I can't make daily Forex analysis. I make it weekly. And join my Telegram channel. If I get any chance, any buy, any sell, I will write it in my Telegram channel. Please share this video. I know my English is not that good, but forget the language. We are talking about Forex now. This is Forex. I told you to sell NZD USD. You understand it. I know you don't understand every word I say, but you understand sell NZD USD. You understand sell NZD CHF. I show you the Fibonacci. Forget about my language. I know it's not that good, but we are talking one language now. It's not English. It is Forex. We are talking about Forex. We are talking about buying and selling. No more. Goodbye. Share the video. Join my Telegram channel. I hope you win.